The following is a review of the procedures and precautions for using ASACLEAN. Please be sure to adhere to these guidelines when purging. Please read the SDS before purging with ASACLEAN. ASACLEAN is not a molding material. It should be used for cleaning purposes only. Cleaning the machine should be handled with care and caution. Before you begin, wear the proper protective equipment, such as safety goggles and protective gloves, and pay close attention to safety procedures as outlined in the SDS. It is also essential to have sufficient ventilation installed in your facility, such as an exhaust system. Before purging, be sure to pay attention to the recommended service temperatures. Specific temperature ranges have been assigned to each grade of ASACLEAN. Please be sure to adhere to them. Furthermore, be sure to strictly adhere to the residence time limits. ASACLEAN should never be left in the machine for more than 30 minutes when using operating temperatures of 300 degrees Celsius or higher. More specifically, glass-filled grades such as new EX should not be left in machines for any reason, regardless of the operating temperature. When purging with high-temperature grades, please refer to your technical reference materials. If you do not have resin in the cylinder, do not rotate the screw. Also, be sure to avoid high-speed rotation of the screw after initially introducing resin or ASACLEAN. Glass-filled grades should not be left in the cylinder for any reason, nor should they be used for sealing. Here's a brief overview of ASACLEAN's features. The three main features of ASACLEAN are high detergency. ASACLEAN's affinity for contamination is highly effective and will remove it completely. Low residue. ASACLEAN has a low adhesiveness to metal surfaces, so it can be easily discharged. Ease of use. ASACLEAN can be handled in the same manner as other molding materials. The resulting effect is that material changes can be accomplished in a short period of time with a small amount of ASACLEAN. This reduces the amount of waste from 1/3 to 1/10 when compared to using resin only. In addition to material changes, ASACLEAN is also effective as a measure against failures caused by deposits and contaminants. For example, minimizing deterioration in appearance by removing deposits and contaminants and preventing fading. Also, using ASACLEAN before overhaul cleaning will reduce the time and frequency of overhaul cleaning. Through these advantages, ASACLEAN contributes to overall cost reduction at the molding site. Here is the basic ASACLEAN cleaning method. First, select a suitable grade. ASACLEAN is available in various grades to respond to particular customer needs. Please select the ASACLEAN grade that is suitable for your application. In order to change color from black ABS to natural ABS, you must first completely discharge the previous material, black ABS. After the previous material has been discharged, proceed to purging by maintaining the same temperature. Clean the hopper before introducing ASACLEAN. Please make sure that none of the previous material remains inside the hopper. Introduce ASACLEAN. The standard usage amount of ASACLEAN is shown in the table. The actual amount may vary depending on the resin to be cleaned, the capacity of the molding machine, and the level of contamination. Start cleaning by rotating the screw. The rotation speed is the same as at the time of molding. Set the back pressure high enough to prevent the screw from moving backward and set the screw position at the forward limit. check that the previous material has been completely discharged. Visually confirm that the color of the previous material is not mixed with the discharged ASACLEAN. If any color of the previous material remains, add ASACLEAN and repeat the cleaning procedures. If a temperature change is required for the next material, change the settings at this stage. Clean the hopper and introduce the next material. Discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Make sure that the material has been changed to the next material. This completes the color change. Be sure to check part appearance and quality by doing a trial molding before starting automatic molding operations. Do not recycle the molded object or the runner used for the dummy part back into the molding material. This is the basic ASACLEAN cleaning method. Here are the cleaning methods for high-temperature resins such as super engineering plastics. When cleaning at high temperatures, pay attention to safety, particularly avoiding burns. It is essential to have sufficient ventilation installed in your facility, such as an exhaust system. Prepare a container filled with water and cool the hot purged waste in the water. Please be aware that ignition can occur if the purged waste comes into direct contact with paper or is thrown away in a paper bag while still hot. Sufficiently cool hot purged waste before discarding. Please use screw rotation for discharging. ASACLEAN high temperature grades should not be left in the machines for any period of time when using operating temperatures of 370 degrees Celsius or higher. Next, we will cover the cleaning method for purging with high temperature grades. To purge high temperature resin and replace it with a general purpose resin, use a different grade of ASACLEAN while reducing the temperature settings in stages. In this example, we will demonstrate how the temperature setting is changed twice by using 2 grades of ASACLEAN. When changing the resin from black LCP to natural ABS, you must first completely discharge the first material, black LCP. Proceed to cleaning while maintaining the same temperatures. Now, clean the hopper before introducing ASACLEAN. Please make sure that no previous material remains inside the hopper. Introduce the high temperature grade of ASACLEAN. Start cleaning by rotating the screw. Set the rotation speed to the same as used for molding. Set the back pressure high enough to prevent the screw from moving backward. And set the screw position at the forward limit. Once complete, check that the previous material has been discharged. Visually confirm that the previous material is not mixed with the discharged ASACLEAN. If any previous material remains, add ASACLEAN and repeat the cleaning steps. Finally, stop screw rotation when a full shot has been generated. This will prevent the resin from deteriorating during the temperature change. Perform the first temperature change. Change the setting near to the lower temperature limit of the ASACLEAN being used. In this example, the temperature is set to 280 degrees. Confirm that the set temperature has been reached and then introduce a grade of ASACLEAN that is suitable for the next material. Perform an air shot using a full shot size, then discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Finally, stop screw rotation when a full shot has been plasticized. Perform the second temperature change. Change the setting to the molding temperature for the next material. Confirm that the set temperature has been reached and perform an air shot using a full shot size by inching or low speed injection. Then discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Clean the hopper and introduce the next material. Discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Make sure the next resin has displaced the ASACLEAN. This completes the resin change. Be sure to check the appearance and quality by trial molding before starting production. The number of temperature changes and the grade of ASACLEAN will vary depending on the combination of resins to be used. For details, please refer to the technical reference materials. Now, we will outline how ASACLEAN IMX works. ASACLEAN IMX is a functional detergent that washes away resins and carbon deposits, which are hard to remove with conventional detergents. It works by penetrating into the resin and carbon stains to soften them before peeling them away. For that purpose, it needs to remain inside the molding machine at a certain temperature for a given length of time. After that, a post-cleaning detergent such as ASACLEAN New EX is required to remove the softened contamination. Now, let me explain how to use IMX. Completely discharge any resin remaining inside the molding machine. The service temperature of IMX is from 160 to 280 degrees Celsius. Set the temperature within this range. Also, set the feed throat temperature to 50 degrees Celsius or less. Clean the hopper before introducing ASACLEAN. Introduce ASACLEAN for pre-cleaning. Perform pre-cleaning by rotating the screw. Check that the ASACLEAN has been discharged completely. Clean the hopper before introducing IMX grade. ASACLEAN IMX grade melts at 65 degrees Celsius, so the feed throat temperature must be set to 50 degrees Celsius or lower. If the feed throat is set higher than 50 degrees, the cleaning process will fail. Introduce IMX into the hopper. Rough guidelines for the amount to be introduced for injection molding machines are shown in the table. Discharge the pre-cleaning ASACLEAN by rotating the screw and check that it has been replaced with IMX. Stop screw rotation when one shot has been plasticized so as to retain the IMX in the barrel. However, do not let any IMX remain in the feed throat or the IMX may lose effectiveness. Let IMX heat soak for 1 hour to maximize the effectiveness of IMX. When 1 hour has elapsed, discharge the IMX. After performing an air shot with the full shot, discharge the IMX by rotating the screw. After discharging the IMX completely, introduce ASACLEAN and perform post-cleaning. Discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Check that the contamination has been completely discharged. After that, replace the ASACLEAN with the next production material. This completes the explanation about how to use IMX. IMX can also be used for cleaning hot runner molds and tea-dye molds. You can also take a proactive approach by leaving the IMX in the screw and barrel as a sealant during holidays. As you can see, the effect of using IMX can be confirmed before and after use. In some cases, a single cleaning may not be sufficient for a complete cleaning, such as when the plating state is not normal or the carbon layer is thick. Although the use of IMX makes the contamination components easily removable, please also consider an inspection by pulling the screw. Now, we will outline how to keep the screw and barrel sealed during shutdowns using ASACLEAN. When barrel heaters are shut off with resin in the screw, such as during holidays, there is a potential for difficult startups caused by contamination. The primary cause is that the resin remaining in the molding machine degrades due to oxidation. Common practices for sealing molding machines during shutdowns include replacing the material with PP or polyethylene, or even leaving the heaters turned on. These measures, however, pose problems such as lack of cleaning, cost of electricity, and safety concerns. Here is a method to address these problems by proactively using the downtime to your advantage, using ASACLEAN as a sealant to eliminate deposits, contaminants, and stains. Now, let me explain the sealing method using ASACLEAN. First, completely discharge the previous material. After the previous material has been discharged, proceed to cleaning at the same temperature. Clean the hopper before introducing ASACLEAN. Please ensure that none of the previous material remains inside the hopper. Now, introduce ASACLEAN to clean inside the molding machine. Start cleaning by rotating the screw. After ASACLEAN has been discharged completely, introduce a sealing grade of ASACLEAN. Please note that glass-filled grades cannot be used for sealing. Rotate the screw to completely discharge the ASACLEAN cleaning grade. Finally, stop screw rotation when a full shot of the sealing grade has been plasticized. Turn all heaters off. Next, we will cover the startup procedure. Turn the power and heaters on. Check that the cylinder temperature has reached the prescribed ASACLEAN purging temperature. After injecting the full shot, discharge remaining ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. During the sealing procedure, additional contamination may be pulled from the screw or barrel. If the discharged ASACLEAN is dirty, introduce more ASACLEAN and purge again. This completes the sealing procedure using ASACLEAN. Now, you can check the temperature and switch to the next material to begin molding. Two-stage cleaning is a method that helps to effectively discharge the most powerful cleaners, such as glass-filled ASACLEAN grades, by scrubbing and chasing. Please use this method when the next material is transparent or you are concerned about ASACLEAN residue. Here is how two-stage cleaning works. As an example, we will begin with black ABS and switch to natural PS. First, completely discharge the black ABS. After the ABS has been discharged, proceed to cleaning at the same temperature. Clean the hopper before introducing ASACLEAN. Please ensure that none of the previous material remains inside the hopper. Introduce the high scrubbing ASACLEAN grade. Start cleaning by rotating the screw. Check that the previous material has been discharged and visually confirm that the color of the previous material is not mixed with the discharged ASACLEAN. Next, introduce a low residue grade of ASACLEAN for chasing. Rotate the screw to discharge the ASACLEAN chaser grade. If a temperature change is required for the next material, change the setting at this stage. After cleaning the hopper, introduce the next material and then discharge ASACLEAN by rotating the screw. Check that the ASACLEAN has been discharged completely. This completes the two-stage cleaning procedure. Be sure to check the appearance and quality by trial molding before beginning molding operations. Now, we will outline an effective cleaning method for hard-to-clean parts such as nozzles and screw tips on molding machines. The basic cleaning method is screw rotation. However, screw rotation may not be sufficient for completely scrubbing away stains. In such cases, please use the short shot purging method, which will be explained shortly. The short shot cleaning method repeats several injections with small amounts of ASACLEAN. To begin, set the measurement stroke at about 20 millimeters. Set the back pressure to 0. Set the injection speed to 20 to 30% higher than used for molding. Repeat injection 15 to 20 times. Repetition of inching injection is also effective. This is a relatively simple method that can be done by simply changing the shot size and back pressure. Please try this method when the high scrubbing grade
or IMX cannot completely eliminate contamination.
Over the 20 years of ASACLEAN's history, many customers have requested consultations on failures caused by deposits and contaminants. We have investigated and analyzed such issues. This graph summarizes the causative substances for failures caused by deposits and contaminants. Occurrences from inside the cylinder account for 58% of all failures, such as the burning of the same or different resins and introduction of carbon. The remaining 42% are due to the ambient surroundings, including stains on the mold and the introduction of cellulose, such as paper bags for resins. The use of ASACLEAN can reduce deposits and contaminants generated from inside the molding machine. The first step is the measure for the introduction of different resins. The cause is assumed to be insufficient purging of the previous material or the introduction of a different resin from the hopper. The measures that can be used to prevent these types of occurrences are regular cleaning, sealing using ASACLEAN, and keeping the area around the molding machine clean and tidy. Additionally, the burning of resin can cause failures within the molding machine. Burns are caused by heat deterioration or oxidation degradation of the resin left inside of the molding machine due to insufficient cleaning. To prevent this, regular cleaning and sealing using ASACLEAN is highly effective. Carbon can also cause failures. Carbon, a product of continued resin deterioration, may be hard to clean completely, even with a high scrubbing grade. In such cases, please try IMX. As we have noted, these three measures are effective in preventing the formation of deposits and contaminants. Regular cleaning, sealing, and removal of deposits and contaminants with ASACLEAN. In summation, if no measures are taken, the resin remaining in the molding machine deteriorates increasingly with time, as shown by the red line, until it finally reaches a level that requires a thorough manual screw cleaning. In contrast, the orange line shows the improvement of the deterioration level if regular preventative cleaning is performed. Next, the blue line shows the improvement in deterioration by regularly sealing. Lastly, The green line shows the removal of deposits and contaminants using IMX. IMX exhibits its effectiveness when the stains cannot be removed by regular cleaning agents. Failures caused by deposits and contaminants can be prevented by conducting these procedures on a regular basis. Please be sure to implement these procedures.